Hey, y'all. I don't know if Teresa's going to speak to me today because I screwed her up. She said, okay, now we're going to do that salmon dish that you love, like for breakfast or for dinner. And so as we were standing here, I said, okay, I can do it. I realized that Nita, Jelly Roll, as most people know her by, showed me how to make this salmon dish years and years and years ago. She'd stop by the store on her way to work and get a can of salmon, and she would make salmon and grits for the back of the house. Never got to the front of the house, but the back of the house. And oh my goodness, did we ever love it. So Nita works several days a week
with Jamie
at the chicken box. So, and Teresa goes down there and films with Jamie at the chicken box because Jamie can't. He said, Mama, my feet are nailed to the floor. I said, testify, sister. My feet were nailed for 100 years. But so I told Teresa, I said, since Nita is the one that taught me how to make this dish, I think it would be perfect if you film Nita and Jamie doing it in the chicken box. So.
But that does not leave us with a recipe for today.
No, it does not, because you know what I'm going to make? Another thing Nita used to come in and make, she'd stop and get that can of salmon, and she would make salmon croquettes for the back of the house.
And guess what? We had a can of salmon.
Yes. Well, I keep this in my cupboard because it makes for a wonderful, quick meal. And
Teresa had already opened.
The can, so we had to get to thinking. So I'm switching from what did Nita call that salmon?
Stewed salmon.
Yeah, stewed salmon. So we're switching from that to croquettes. And listen, salmon croquettes are such a loosey-goosey dish because truly you can do it any way you want to. So I'm going to start. Normally I don't do this, but I think I want to do this today. I'm going to start with my bacon olive oil, and I'm going to saute these onions and soften them up because salmon croquettes, they get done real quick. And so I think I might want our onions a little bit softer today. Ooh, yay. Our pan had gotten hot, y'all. I don't know how much that salmon is. Maybe, it used to be like $1.69, but it's probably $3.69 now.
It's like $3.99.
$3.99. And it's a great staple to keep in your kitchen. Mm-hmm. I've got a recipe online.
That we're going to be modifying.
Yes, I'm modifying it. I'm doing it the way I want to. I think we did this one to cook in the air fryer, which they do great in the air fryer too. But like I said, I'm just going to show you some options. And I'm going to put a little piece of butter to go with that bacon olive oil. Just a little bit. I've got some chives that I needed to use up, so I'm going to put some chives in there for color. And I got my egg. Our chickens have finally started laying, hadn't they, Eddie?
Yeah, they did.
What the most that we're getting in a day is maybe 4?
Maybe
so
maybe 3 right now.
Well, there's 3 or 4 chickens out there that's gotten real lazy.
Yeah.
Our baby girls are lazy. Yeah, when they started molting, then the weather got real cold, didn't it? So that kind of screwed up their laying habit. All right, so I'm not going to cook these very long, just a little transparent. All right, so I got my egg. I think that I'm going to use some soda crackers or saltine crackers, whatever you call them. And you could use any kind of cracker you wanted to. But I love using a saltine. So let's see, I got 2, 4, 6, 7. Just going to crush those up in there because we got to have something for these to hold together. And I'm going to use a little of my house seasoning. Wrong side, Paula. Not too much, because I don't want them to be too salty.
Seeds.
Doesn't that bacon olive oil? Okay, I'm going to put just a wee bit more. Okay. I'm going to chop my chives. Just very,
Now, with this,
very loose.
knowing that we're modifying, would you use chives normally, or would that be green onion?
It could be green onion or bell pepper.
Okay.
If I was using bell pepper, I would have that bell pepper in here cooking with these onions.
I'm going to add bell pepper too.
Yeah. You know, just do what you got in your refrigerator.
What we do.
You know? All right. So now goes the salmon, and I've drained that. Now I've noticed that, all right, there's some skin on that salmon. Some people may be opposed to that skin. It doesn't bother me a bit. And salmon has little bitty bones in it. And I noticed the other day when I made salmon croquettes that Michael picked out the bones. Here's one. They are so soft. You can just crunch them. Those bones don't bother me one iota. Okay, I think I'm going to do a few more crackers. How many crackers did I say I had in it? I can't remember, 6 or 7. You know, to me, that's what's so enjoyable about cooking. You know, you can just play and formulate. Once in a while, you'll miss it. But like I said, just give it to the dog and order up pizza or something.
Yeah,
it's not the end of the world.
Oh, for some people, it is the end of the world.
No.
Such as myself.
All right, I'm going to put just a little bit of panko on the inside along with those crackers. And like when we make our crab cakes have to have a little mayonnaise, folks. Just a little bit.
That 1 or 2 tablespoons.
That was about a tablespoon. All right, so in go our onions. Every last onion. Okay, now we're going to use that pan to fry our croquettes in.
I'm going to grab this recipe so I can update it.
Okay, we'll just call it loosey-goosey salmon croquettes.
That's an understatement.
Where's my spoon? There it is. All right, so you don't want these too wet because you got to make sure they stick together. So, you know, I could have to add some more breadcrumbs or even flour. But I want to mix this up real good. It looks delicious. All right, there's some flour there, but Teresa said I cannot have that. So she's cooking up something else for me. All right, so as I was saying, when you're coating something with panko, it's hard to get it to work unless you do some flour in it, and then it'll stick. Eddie's office, which you can tell it's an office well used, can't you, Eddie? Eddie, are you there? Oh, okay. He's still alive. All right, yeah, this is panko. So just, you know, I could use the breadcrumbs, but I don't know. I just like the crunch that panko gives you. Okay. You know, it's also a good idea to make these earlier in the day, and then you can put them in the refrigerator and let them kind of form, you know. Oh, I think this is going to work out real good. See the texture of that sticking together. And now I'm just going to put it in a panko flour mixture. Yeah, I would definitely encourage y'all to refrigerate that and let it, like I said, let it come together. All right. Yeah. This is good. And you notice that I did drain the juice from my salmon. All right, I got this pan going. I still got a few onions left in it, so I'm going to just take those out because I don't want burned onions. I thought I had got them all out of the pan, but I had not. All right. So, like I said, I'm using vegetable oil, y'all. I fry these in. Maybe 1/4 of an inch deep. That sounds good to me. I splash this with a little water. So that sounds kind of right to me. So I'm going to gently put these in my frying pan because they're like a crab cake. They're kind of fragile. And this one's dried out pretty good, so I'm going to put a little bit more on it. Like I said, put these in the refrigerator and they'll hold up real good for you. Like I said, it does not take long at all. That's not the one I want. Where is the one I want? Where is it? There it is. These are beautiful, y'all. And these are wonderful for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. This would make a wonderful salmon burger. Look at that. Look at that beautiful color. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Algae. These are done. Now, I like these. Whoa, get back over here. We'll turn that fire off before I stick my hand in it. I like tartar sauce with my salmon croquette. So it depends on whatever kind of sauce. I certainly wouldn't recommend cocktail sauce. Ugh, that would not be good with salmon croquettes. But like I said, I love a tartar sauce. Or you can make some kind of remoulade or hollandaise even.
So good.
So good. I'm so proud. I am so proud of these croquettes. Cheap, easy, and delicious. I'm going to try to take the smallest one. See how beautiful and brown that is all over? So this is a test. I've eaten it with my eyes. Eat it with my mouth.
See the smoke.
You see the smoke? Oh, yeah, it's hot. It's hot. And look at the pretty chives in there. You know, I didn't have the bell pepper that I wanted, but those chives bring interest. The green. Mm. You got to get in your kitchen and make these. Delicious. Taste it, Therese, and tell me what you say.
Can you give me a fork?
You don't need a fork. You can pick it up with you. Here you
Got
go.
no problem with that either.
Sorry. Sorry, girl.
Yum. I love salmon croquettes.
Well, this is some of the best I've ever tasted. And I'm a firm believer in kind of treating salmon like a crab cake with that mayonnaise.
Mhm.
Loving best dishes to a cheap, delicious, easy meal.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.